Penn Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and of course part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's will get the first crack on offense today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They have put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Freeman. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaking free at midfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Gators offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Send the back in motion. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket, using his legs on the scramble. Breaking free at the 35. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit out of the field. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will tie the game here. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And there's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go in the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. We find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Looking to throw. It's Freeman. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Sticking with the running game. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. So they'll try to add to the lead now for PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Signs the quick throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. He missed it. And after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Just time enough for one more play in the half. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he knocks that one right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kurt.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up the first down.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, what a great option keeper here by this quarterback for the Florida Gators. And I think about the option game with Florida. I know people are going to say Anthony Richardson. And don't get me wrong, he was dynamic as a ball carrier. But I think a lot of people still think about Tim Tebow and the job he did of running this Gator offense. He could throw, but we always remember those big, tough, physical runs like we just saw right here. Created a legacy. Now all these Gator quarterbacks are trying to live up to it.
Offense in hurry-up mode. He hands it to the back. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Catch made on the left side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Gators. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown that has settled for 3 last time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Bringing pressure. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Defense is coming after him. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Ball's incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And tackled there by the defense. Offense moving closer to the line again after that catch. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He lets it go on the move, looking deep.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They'll try the right here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out. It is a crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it. Running with purpose. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Here comes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Trucks through the defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Scanning the field. It's Freeman. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Barnes. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Powering through the defender. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. Offense moving backwards after that. This will be the 9th play on the drive. And on the carry, he's heading left. Finding space at the 20. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
And here's that defense shifting again. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Tied.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Now the offense is set up with a short field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense already has one fourth-down conversion. They do it for a second time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline, gets the foot down.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this, and you're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make it positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Second down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
And the point after is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.